Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I've had a massive headache pretty much throughout the whole day, and it's because I've been overstimulated. So I've literally just had a screen in my hand or looking at a screen pretty much throughout the entire day today. And I usually don't have that, so usually I'm not that glued to my phone. I was just doing flashcards on my way to work, and then when I got home I was watching a bunch of stuff, and then I started using my phone again to help me with the mark scheme for a maths paper. And literally just throughout the whole day I've been attached to some sort of stimulation, so even when I went to work that's still stimulation, and my brain hasn't had a chance to just stop. My brain hasn't had a chance to just process things when the world is quiet. And today, the world has just been very, very loud because everything I've been doing has just been very highly stimulating, and I'm tired. And that's probably why I've struggled to know what to say in these past couple of reflections, is because I've been overstimulated these past few days, constantly doing something, and I haven't had a chance to just sit down and think to myself and reflect on what it is I've done that day. And I haven't had a chance to reflect on what have I learned that day, or what can I apply to my life going forwards from today. I haven't had a chance to do that these past few days, which is why I've been struggling to come up with reflections. Just going forwards, I'm gonna try to, whenever I'm doing something where my phone will hinder me. So I think a good example that a lot of people do is going to the toilet or eating their food. Look, yeah, eating our food and going to the toilet, our phones do not help us do these things at all. All it does is cure the boredom. And I say cure in very air quotes, inverted commas, however you want to call them, because look, yeah, it's a poison to our minds. The amount that we go on our phones and the amount that we're stimulated is a poison to our minds, but it gets rid of that boredom because our brains constantly crave stimulation. And if you give your brain constant stimulation all the time, you're not going to have a chance to just think and solve the problems that are going on in your life, because your brains can solve these problems, you just don't give it a chance to. So going forward, I'm going to try to not use my phone on the toilet, not use my phone when I'm eating, not have a video to watch when I'm eating. I think eating for me is the main one. I've started to use my phone a lot less on the toilet. My siblings will probably still disagree, but we move. Try and use your phone less when you're doing things that don't require your phone. Don't go to the toilet with your phone. Just give your brain a chance to experience a quiet world, so that you can actually reflect and have high quality thoughts and move forwards. And you don't have to do this. Again, at the end of the day, yeah, who the hell am I? I'm just an 18-year-old kid who's trying to figure things out, yeah. But I'm sure most of you are around my age, maybe a bit older than me, but I'm sure you're all trying to figure things out as well, yeah. And I think one of the key things is making sure we learn from others and not trying to do everything by ourselves, and making sure that we rely on others, because ultimately we are social creatures and we are not alone. I think one key thing is that we are all alone in this together. At the end of the day, we are all individually going to be asked on Judgment Day about our actions, but we can all help one another out whilst we're still here. Does that make sense? So that's kind of all I've got for today. Stimulate yourself less and learn from others. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.